On February 21st in Chicago, Illinois, Bloodline Mafia and Blaze Promotions present Burning Blood. I am here with an interview with IWRI, who will be taking on the mystery opponent. So, IWRI, how you been so far, bro?
I've been good, a couple changes throughout the way, but the show goes on, so I'm excited to get actually into the show here in a few days, just a week away.
That's what's up, bro. So, first I want to ask you, you are fighting a mystery opponent. How do you prepare for that?
Just preparing the same exact way I was for the Survivor tag. So I'm just gonna continue to prepare like that. Prepared pretty well this time around, a lot better than the last time. So I'm excited to get into it. So not too much change for preparation wise, but yeah, that's how I've been preparing.
That's what's up, bro. So, I want to ask you, how did you find and join this entire scene?
To be honest, I don't even like remember that much. I do know that it was Death Sports and all that, but obviously now I do not really affiliate with them anymore. But yeah, I just kind of reached out to some people, and then I made my debut on Breakout '07, I believe, '07 for Atlanta a couple weeks or a couple months ago in October. So yeah, that's kind of how my come up was. Nothing too crazy, but that's just how it was going.
Yes, sir. So I actually want to talk about your fight that you had on Breakout '07. It was an exhibition on against JDM. How did you feel you did in that exhibition?
I probably took it a little too light, you know what I mean? He's a good fighter, of course. I'm not saying that if I would have turned the volume up, I would have like dominated, but I definitely probably should have shown a little bit more, held back a little too much, you know what I mean? If you go watch it, you can see me like halfway load up my left. So I'm excited to actually be able, I'm going to get a little bit better work in this time. So I'm excited to show a little more. Uh, it's not the greatest thing that I have to do another exhibition type, but we're gonna toot it up for sure in this one.
That's what's up, bro. Yeah, I can vouch he's a pretty good fighter. I've also had my, running with him. um, so you kind of answered this, but how, like, are you like prepared for this? Like, what have you been training and how you've been training for this?
So of course, for the Survivor tag, I was training for three separate styles. So I got to experience kind of those three different things training for Lesra. So where I was gonna just be on my feet a little more often and kind of circle a little more against him. For Recon, just to be a more dominant and powerful fighter, and then for Intrepid to just kind of rely on my boxing. So I've been around the loop. I've kind of prepared for different styles, prepared for different things. So uh, getting changed here isn't actually like the biggest thing, you know what I mean? Because I've already been preparing for different types of fighters. So a bigger change is not necessarily the biggest thing for me.
All right. So, I want to ask, what's your prediction for this fight?
My prediction, I think it's going to be a fantastic fight, and my prediction is that I'm going to show a lot more than I did last time, and I'm going to turn the heat up a little more. So hopefully everybody's prepared, including the mystery opponent. So I think we're going to show out pretty heavy here.
So I have a question. Do you actually know who the mystery opponent is?
I don't know.
You
We're
don't
gonna
know.
figure out on the
Okay.
day of the fight.
Okay, yeah. That's entertaining. I like that. So, do you have any thoughts just like for the community, anything you want to say?
Just tune in because this is going to be one of those big shows. We got a lot of things, not negative words on Twitter about SCB, and it's fantastic for us and for you guys. You guys are running this whole event, so I hope for you guys to have a good show and to kind of keep SCB rolling a little bit, even though the words aren't as high on Twitter right now. And you guys are definitely putting in a lot of work, so you guys deserve a pretty good event. And I'm going to do my part in that and show out on February 21st.
Yes, sir, bro. Me and the Bloodline team appreciate that, bro. And yeah, February 21st is going to be fire. So, I have a question for you. I want to go through some of your predictions for the card. First, we have Zay versus Derek. Who do you got winning that fight?
I'm gonna go with Zay. He seems locked in. I haven't seen too much on Derek, but I do think Zay should get it done. He seems pretty locked in, and it seems like he's taking it pretty serious.
All right. So after that would be your fight. So we're gonna go to the next fight, which would be Rob Alexander versus Gavin Page. Who do you got winning that fight?
I think Rob Alexander's going to win. I think he's shown more in SCB that he kind of has that power, and I think he's going to get it done. And hopefully, both parties show up to the fight.
All right, all right. It does look like both are going to show up, and it does look like that's going to be a pretty good fight when they do. So, next fight, we got Pat Typlusion versus Hellboy Kel. Or, sorry, just Kel now. Who do you got winning that fight?
This is a good one. This is probably my most anticipated because I don't know for sure. So, whatever prediction I'm about to make, ain't no bad blood or anything because I really don't know. But I think that Pat, he's going to come in. He's going to be just a bigger opponent. He's going to have some more weight on him. And he's kind of fought some of these guys. He's fought so many times. Kel also has fought a few times now. But I think Pat is going to get it done just off experience and, just bigger. But I do think Kel definitely has the skills to sit there and display what he can do, and he can use his jab. And, you know what I mean? I think Kel can certainly win. But if I had to predict right now for money, I'd probably pick Pat. But I think it could go both ways for sure.
All right, so now to your co-main event, Tommy Boxing versus Demarius Johnson. Who do you got winning that fight?
I got Tommy Boxing, man. He seems really into it. He obviously knows a lot. I think he reffed the last fight. He reffed the last event, right? So
Yeah.
obviously you have to have a certain amount of knowledge to do that, and he's been pushing to get on one of these cards. So I think he's gonna win here. I think he's locked in as well.
All right, that's what's up. And then your main event, obviously, we got Mark Flames versus Coben. How do you see that fight going?
We haven't. I don't think much of SCB has seen much of Coben at all. So it's a really surprise here. But Mark, he has the experience. He's been in the ring a few times now, so that's at least somewhat of an edge on most people. So I'm gonna go with Mark here, but I'm excited to see what Coben has in store for everybody on the event.
All right. I like the prediction. So I want to ask you, what got you into boxing as a whole?
To be honest, I like watching boxing first of all, but I was a high school sport guy, so I liked football a lot. So I kind of missed football, so I came in and got boxing. So I like to compete, so that's just the main thing here. So whenever I'm getting in the ring, I'm actually competing. I'm not there for any antics or anything. I'm competing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up. How long have you been boxing for?
I've been in my gym like a few months now, so I haven't been like legitimately boxing with a coach for a while, but I've been in the gym for a few months now, so should be good here.
That's what's up. I'm out. If you want to answer, you don't have to answer this, right? But how's like your gym? Like take us through like your normal day at your gym.
So I'll just do it because I don't really care. But I go 2 days a week on Tuesdays or not Wednesdays and Fridays. So I'm not like in there going a professional boxing routine. So you know what I mean. I'm not going in every single day, but I do stay active every single day. So if I'm not in the gym, I'm going to be running or lifting weights or whatever it is. And I also have some buddies who come spar. So it's nothing like crazy professional. You know what I mean? But that's just level anyway. So we're not professional. So we're in there. We're just trying to get some work. I'm definitely preparing myself to be prepared for the fight. I'm not going to come in there and not be able to do 3 rounds of boxing. So that's what I like to pride myself on. I'm gonna make sure I'm able to go the rounds and able to compete at the highest level I possibly can.
That's what's up, bro. I'm excited for it. Do you got any final thoughts?
My final thoughts is just tune in, man. It's these guys work very hard on it, and I've seen it behind the scenes. So they've done a lot of things, dealt with a lot of pullouts. So just tune in because even with the pullouts, they put on a great show. So I'm excited to get into this and be another step of Bloodline Mafia's hierarchy.
Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate that, bro. On February 21st, make sure to tune in for Burning Blood. In-person seats have already filled up, so make sure to catch it on this YouTube channel live 3:30 p.m. Central Time. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, we'll catch you later on Bloodline Mafia.